Hello everyone, this is D1 Britain and welcome back to, or let's not say welcome back, rather welcome, um, to episode -1 of my Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts campaign. You might be wondering why -1. The reason is, I wanted the AI to have a tiny bit of competence, in the early game. So I built the AI ships. Almost for every nation it's good. One nation is I made them a bit worse, just because it's that nation that everybody hates. Whoops. Okay. And yeah, every ship that I build will have a D1 in brackets for D1 Rian, of course. So if you see a ship that performs badly, you can just blame me if that has the name. So yeah. But we won't see these ships that much anyways, because early game the AI just doesn't do much. Yes, ignore that. First, we have America. Their battleship is the Michigan class. It has quite a few 5-inch guns, 2 double 10-inchers with again 5 inches on top. A few casemates on the main front tower, 3.3 inches. Large secondary tower 1. The reason is not a single other tower fits on this ship. Like, I could have tried as much as I wanted, nothing would have fit. Yeah, small funnel 1, small funnel 2, and the small funnel 3. For a total of 30.4% engine efficiency. Once again, couldn't raise that. Maximum bulkheads, maximum range, 17.3 knots. The hull actually likes less than that. But I just had nothing to put the weight into, so 70.3 it is. And that's probably the only ship that has like above the optimal speed, because I just didn't like that. Also, almost every ship will have compound armor. Every ship will have compound armor. And then either both of these or one of these, Barbette 1 and Citadel 1. Increased HE shells, heavy ammo, enhanced reloading, 9 inches of main belt, 6.7 inches fore and aft belt, 2.1 main deck, 2.1 aft deck, 2.1 fore deck, actually 2.2 main deck, superstructure 2 inches, 11.1 inches conning tower, 0.6 inches inner deck. You can see it, okay? Top armor, all not that much. Yeah, plus 0.3 diameter on the bam. Now, I'm a bit scared of the torpedo boats of some nations, because I did this little trick with draught and beam, lowering it to 11% and 4% to make the ship longer. Yeah, torpedo boats will look almost the same for every nation at the beginning. This one is a bit of a special guy because he has 4 turrets. He has a 4-incher here, a 3-incher here, and 2 2-inches on the sides, which means this ship has it's pretty good at dealing with other torpedo boats. So it's called the Arrow. Next, the Minnesota. The Minnesota, oh boy, I have no idea what I built here. It's the gunboat. I just removed something. Okay, casemate. 2 casemates. Okay. Here we have 17 knots speed. As far as it just doesn't get faster. Range 6,000 kilometers. Yeah, all of this, all of that. I can't look at the firing arc right now, but it's just a gunboat with a lot of guns. It's good with dealing with smaller ships. Then the Milwaukee. I have no idea. I'm not American. I have no idea how to pronounce this. 6.9-inch gun on the back. A 7-inch just didn't fit there. Then 5.9 and 4.9. And another 5.9 on the front. 3.9-inch casemates. Yeah. Then next we have the gunboat prototype B1. I just called it that, so maybe the AI does stuff with it. I don't have high hopes, but still. It just has a lot, and I mean a lot, of 5.9 inches and 4.9 inches on this thing. It's ridiculous. Yeah, 2.9s and stuff. Yeah, then the South Dakota. The South Dakota has 2 single 11 inchers, so it's actually better at fighting off battleships than the Michigan from, if we just take pure pen power. And a handful of underwater torpedoes. Yeah, okay. 1. So it can do a bit of damage with that too. And a handful of casemates, like 7 on each side. 2 inches up there. And here. Yeah, that's the USA. I also want to be playing Britain for my first campaign, so I will be doing that. So, this is one of the 2 nations that only has 5 ships designed. A battleship, a heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, and a torpedo boat. I don't really know why I did that, and I'm pretty sure that the holds are all this. Honestly, just hold on a minute. Oops. I accidentally put in the combination for bug report. Anyways, yeah, here's the Narva class. It's a battleship 1 hull, 13,000 tons. Or the first ship I ever built in this game. It has 3 small dual funnels. I'm pretty sure that there could be a... Actually, no. Look a bit better. 2 12-inch double guns in the front. 1 in the front and 1 in the back. Lots of small guns. 6-inch, 2-inch, and 3-inch. Yeah, I actually replaced those. What's the speed of this? Ooh, up to 18. Not exactly. 70.5. Back to 17. Okay, 17.1 knots. 10 inches of main belt, 7 fore, 7 aft. 1.9 inches on the deck, 1.1 inches inner deck. Yeah, and here, plus 1%, 2-inch guns length. Next up, we have. Oh yeah, also doesn't have barbettes. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Schuttendar. No. It has 2 double 9-inchers. just removed one for no reason. Yeah, 18.5 knots. It could go much faster. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have the forward casemates, as you can see, and the backwards casemates are also missing. Instead, it has, again, some 2 inches here, 2 inches there. And theoretically, if I could save the weight somewhere, it could have one here, but I mean, look at this. It's at the very, very limit, so yeah. Then Admiral Kornilov. Yeah, again, just a gunboat with lots of guns. The Diana. Yeah. If you're wondering why it looks so bare bones, the reason is I could literally not fit anything else into that tonnage limit without making this thing a swimming piece of paper, armor-wise. Then the torpedo boat Visiv, I don't know. It has one enhanced funnel, 2 torpedo launchers, and a 4-inch on the front. And then what light cruiser I just built, the Prout. Yeah, 3 inches. It's just your average light cruiser. It has some torpedoes, I think. As well, does it have any? Yeah, it has torpedoes. That's Russia. Next, Italy. Okay, I'm also missing one here, but that's just they don't have the whole variety for that. First, we have the UAD. It has a double 9-inch on the front, and in the back, it has 2 single 6-inch or 6.9 inches. Yeah, 6.9 inches as casemates as well. This thing is extremely good at, oh yeah, and 2 5 inches in the middle. It's good at deleting torpedo boats, light cruisers, and destroyers. Maybe it can fight a heavy cruiser. That's it. Next, the Bracoloi. This thing has 2 9-inchers, 1 2-inch casemate, some 2.2 inches up here, and that's it for this thing. It has 1 funnel. I didn't show the armor for the last one, 4 and 3.5. It's very simple. Then the Vassallo. I just deleted something. It's scuffed. It has a 5-inch on the front, 4.2 inches here everywhere. It has 2 torpedo launchers. And it actually, unlike many of its similars, reaches its optimal speed. Has spacious quarters, so yeah, they won't surrender that fast. Maxed out main belt, some forebelt. Yeah, a very interesting back battery with 3 4-inches like this. Yeah, you don't want to approach this thing from behind. It can shove 5 4-inches into your face and to almost 4 inches. Okay, save this one. Next, the Stefano Congraza. Congrazza? I don't know. 5.3 inches, 5.3, 5.3, 4.4, 4.4, 5.3. Just also very good at competing with other light cruisers and smaller ships. And here's the first of the problem ships. Yeah, the game just does this for no reason. I have really no idea why this happens. And I'm lucky I only did this with smaller ships, because if I had to do this with big ships and just click every single turret again and again and again, that would be very annoying. And also saving doesn't do anything. Yeah, it has its optimal speed of 29 knots. Enough range for the Mediterranean. Enhanced reloading. Standard shells. Standard size. Yeah, of course, no armor. 3.1 incher and 2 inches on the front. Yeah, that's it for Italy. Also, I'm doing this just so you guys can, like, so you know why they all are called D1 and all that. Also, some nations I built 1900 destroyers for Britain and something in the 1910s for a different nation. I'm not sure which one. Also 1892, I think, for Italy. Yep, the Darien Doris. It's a DDD. Triple D. Yeah, I just built it so I can build Italy a battleship hull on the battleship 1 hull. Nothing special, like 12.3 inches, lots of small guns, all that. Next, Austria-Hungary, of course not here. Very long name, Erzherzog Ferdinand Maximilian Verstappen. Yeah. It's nothing crazy. Again, 9 inches, I think. Yeah. Then Leonding, also 9 inches, I'm pretty sure. No, 7 inches. 2 4-inch casemates. The Wels. Looks a bit like a fish. A few 8-inch doubles. 5-incher, 3.9, 3.9, 3.9. No, 4.5. Then Gurkel, which is the Austrian version to say cucumber, or in German Gurke. Oh shit. Sorry for that. Friends called me. Gurkel, heavy torpedo cruiser. I think Austria is the only nation that has this whole very weird maximum displacement limit. I have no idea why it's this out of anything. It again has this in the back. This on the front. 6-incher. The Vanessa, which is the belted cruiser. Also very average ship, like average what I do. 7-inch, 6-inch. It has a lot of different ammo types. The Krake. I think the Krake makes sense that it's called the Krake because, like, it has this in the back. I know it's not crazy. A tiny gun. This thing is a pure torpedo boat. It has a 1.1 inch gun on the front. It can barely penetrate. Like, this thing can penetrate other torpedo boats. That's it. 27.6 inches. It cannot run away from the Italians' torpedo boat. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's it. That's it. For Austria. Here's Japan. The Takeda. Also, once again, just very average. 12-inch guns. 6 inches here. Everywhere. 5-inch. 6-inch. 6-inch. I guess this 5 inches because of weight issues. This thing would have been overweight else. Then the Kashimayari. 9 inches. 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, and 3 inches. Just everywhere 3 inches. Thick funnels and a very weird looking front with 2 of these for some reason. Then the Tengu. And the Tengu, pretty similar to the Kashima Yari. Also 2 9 inches, some casemates. 1 funnel though. Then Magamo. The game wanted to call it Mogami, so I changed that. Yeah, very self-explanatory. It's just a 4-inch spam with 2 big funnels in the middle. Then Tatsuta. It has this thing in the back once again, 5.1 inch, lots of 4 inches, and this on the front. Yeah. And then the Katada. As you can see, it's also stupid ship. It has big guns on the front, could fight a destroyer, 2 torpedo launchers in the back, 3 funnels. Yeah, very fast, very slim design. Next up, Spain. I just picked something up. The Impregnatador. Why the heck does Spain have these weird names? Holy shit. Can't bring this. Santa Ana. It's like this. And this thing, yeah, also 10 inches on the front that look very goofy. Angola Espana. Gunboat. Then the Gidagedo. 2 angled funnels. Pretty decent engine efficiency for 80-90. Then just 6 inches, 4 inches. That's it. Longuno. Yeah. This is one of the bigger ships where I did this. 100% engine efficiency. It's very long. It has many turrets because of that. 7 inch on the front, 6 inches everywhere. And then the Spamador. Ah, goodness. Holy shit, these things can become long boys. But I need small boys, so. This. That's it. Also just your average torpedo boat. I'm not going to show the rest of the torpedo boats. They're just okay, except this one, because I know this is a short guy. 3 torpedoes. Yeah. Zhu. Very weird, I guess. I don't know why I built this. Dingzhu. Also weird. Qinghai. Like, these are just all a spam of a specific type of gun size, like 9 inch and then 7 inches in the front. The Andong, then the Chao. The Chao actually looks a bit like a dreadnought, not gonna lie. With 2 10 inches and some 6 inches here. And the Bandi. Yeah, 10 incher, 9 inches. Both very competent battleships. Then the British Empire, I'm going to skip. I'm going to have a small look at it, because that's what I'm going to play. I will not build this thing though, probably. I would like a few more deck tubes, my torps. Then France. Yeah, this is the nation where I just did a bit of an ugly. 12.1 inches. Then the Concorde. 10 inches. Magenta. 11 inches, 6 inches. Yeah. Then the Poudreau. It looks a bit like some weird fish. Look how nice I am. I gifted that extra knot. Yeah. Tiny guns, then the Toscan. Toretti. Torettier. No. Toretti. In French, you don't say the E at the end of a sentence unless it has an accent, which is like that little wiggly waggly you put on top of a letter. I don't know. Yeah, slow torpedo boat in favor of huge guns. The Escopette. Then Germany, the Weser. Oh boy. This is an absolute monstrosity. In 1890, this thing has 3 12-inch or 6 12-inch barrels. 3 double guns. Lots and lots of casemates. This thing is an absolute beast. You do not want to encounter this on the battlefield. I think this is the strongest ship I've built. Like, it can destroy anything. Then Admiral Hyper. 10 inch on the back. 2 8 inches on the front. 1 funnel. It's okay. The first Bismarck. 7 incher, 7 incher. A double on the front and a single on the back. Schornsteinfegers Albtraum. Chimney cleaner's nightmare. I don't know if they're actually called this. Just because they have so many funnels. Yeah. Then the Thetis. 4 funnels that look very beautiful in my opinion. 4 inchers. Quite a few actually. Casemate 3 inch again. This thing has 1 dual funnel. Yeah, a 4.9 incher, so almost a 5 incher, and 1 torpedo. This thing can also. My goodness. Sorry. Right at the end. Yeah, that was all of the ships that I've built. Yeah, we will see some of them in action, probably, maybe. You will see a lot of them in the chat, in the bottom left, because they're getting built. Yeah, that's it with episode -1. Goodbye. And see you on episode 0, where I build my ships.